It's the King J, back with another video. Today they have dropped the new patch notes. So the patch notes is version 2.00.02, right? And we got to think about what is going on here and see what the overall direction is. So it says regarding the battle balance adjustment policy in version 2.02, that's what we're going to call it. The development team acknowledges that following the season 2 version 2.0 update, the overall game balance has shifted too heavily towards offense. We sincerely apologize that the actual balance changes did not align with the development intentions and policy previously communicated to the players. We deeply regret not being able to address the improvements and adjustments that the community had hoped for. Moving forward, we are committed to distinguishing between issues. Number one, issues that can be addressed quickly, and number two, issues that require more time and community feedback for proper review. The emergency patch version 2.202 scheduled for release on Wednesday, which is it's gone past that now, will address high priority bugs under point 1. Alongside these fixes, we will implement battle balance adjustments based on the following. So this is the same stuff that they showed before. Sorry, let me just move this down, because this is the same stuff that they said from before, and I read that already. So health gauge, the maximum health value has been increased from 180 to 200. Accordingly, the threshold for activating rage has been raised. Since the rage activation threshold is based on 23.5% of the character's total health, the increased maximum health will change the rage trigger point from 43 to 47 HP. As a result of this change, rage may now last slightly longer than before, and there may be more situations where it's harder to KO an opponent in rage. That's interesting. Since this could lead to more frequent comeback scenarios, the baseline activation threshold of 23.5% is under review and may be adjusted in the future. Note, this change does not apply to the following modes: so Story, Dark Awakens, Episode, Unforgotten Echoes, and Tekken Ball. So that's kind of weird. So what, this health thing is only based in other modes outside of this? Sure. Common throw spec change. So in the previous update, adjustments were made to ensure that throws would still offer some advantage to the attacker, even if the throw was broken, based on the idea that throws are less effective against opponents who can react and tech after seeing the throw animation. However, considering that the throw is a high-level technique reflecting a player's practice and reaction speed, it was deemed excessive to impose a penalty on the defender for successfully breaking a throw. As previously announced, the following change has been implemented. The mechanic where the defender receives 5 recoverable damage upon a successful throw break has been removed. Well done. I don't know why that was even thought about in the game in the first place. Heat engages. After a hit, when transitioning into the running motion, the opponent's recovery time has been reduced by 8 frames, changing the frame advantage from plus 17 to plus 9. Hallelujah. So now basically you can sidestep and you can parry. So if I'm Leroy and someone does a running attack, I can now parry, or I can now sidestep or sidewalk. Interesting. I don't know why it was ever plus 17. I heard some people complaining. I know Shadow 20Z was one of them. I made a tweet and it wasn't even directed at him. But we do have to have some questions, and we do need to have a conversation, because I would love to know why plus 17 to plus 9 is a problem when we was talking about defensive upgrades to the game. This is a defensive upgrade. You shouldn't have to deal with plus 17 after a heat engager. Doesn't make sense. And you recover your health too. Like, you're getting so much for just an attack. Majority of them that are safe, like Jin's 442 and stuff like that, I think that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, just doesn't make sense to me. Heat dash. Change post-hit aerial combo damage scaling from 70% to 60%. Change the recoverable damage inflicted when performing a heat dash after forcing the opponent to block a move from 7 to 2. No, due to this change in the aerial combo scaling, the discrepancy has been identified between some sample combos and actual combo damage. This will be addressed in a future update. Okay, cool. Chip damage. To reduce the chip damage on block, the following adjustments have been made. Moves that do not normally deal with chip damage to lessen moves that do not normally deal chip damage to lessen the additional chip damage applied during heat. The chip damage scaling has been changed from 25% to 20%. As a result, chip damage from blocking heat smash attacks has been lowered overall. Oh my. They're starting to think. I like it. Moves that deal chip damage by default, adjustments were made so that additional chip damage is applied during heat for these moves. Moves whose properties change in heat, or moves that deal increased chip damage due to the character-specific heat system due to the revised chip damage calculation. Some moves are exhibiting excessive variance in chip damage. Balance adjustments have been made accordingly. Key charge. Did they revert it back? All right, let's see what's going on. Key charge. In previous update, adjustments were made to reduce the overwhelming impact of counter-hit based offense. However, it has since been determined that combining charged attacks with elements like rage or stage gimmicks can lead to excessive, potentially match-ending damage in a single hit. As such, further balancing has been implemented. When a charge attack hits an opponent, the damage scaling on the first hit has been changed from 150% to 110%. I don't really understand that. What do you mean? When the charge attack hits the opponent, the damage scaling on the first hit has been reduced. On the first hit. Is there charge attacks that do more than one hit? I thought they all do. Like Feng's one, 4 1 plus 2 is one hit. Who else has charge? Devil Jin has one. The Kamehameha. I don't really know anyone that. Oh, Yoshimitsu as well. So my bad. I think Yoshimitsu one definitely needs to go as well. Okay, fair enough. I mean, just revert it back. Stop playing around. You've given more health. Just put it back, please. That's all you need to do. That's it. No one will complain about it. Like people, to be fair though, no one really used key charge stuff, but it added a bit of flavor. You know, it added a little bit of sauce. When you had a key charge up and you see it, you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? And it makes it more exciting. Now it's just like, oh, they're gonna key charge and then they're gonna have 110%. Like, what are you doing over there? Anyways, moving on. Move that induce wall stagger. In future Tekken 8 updates, the development team the development team is committed to minimizing situations that lead to one-sided exchanges. Among these, moves that trigger a wall stagger on block were a particular concern. Such moves could easily create extreme advantage, +10 or more, when used near the wall, forcing the defending player into a powerful mix-up situations without any opportunity to respond. To reduce these kind of one-sided scenarios, the team has reviewed all wall stagger on block moves across all characters. Any move that previously created an advantage of +10 or greater on block will no longer trigger a wall stagger when blocked. So is this wait. So what? Like Jin's heat smash and all those stuff, if it's blocked, there's no more wall stagger. Specified effective moves, character bar. Okay, cool. Throw break. Fix an issue where certain input combinations allow players to break throws that should only be breakable with either one only or two only, effectively enabling breaks for both types of throws. Okay. All right, so we've got a bunch of Anna changes. Let's see what's going on. So Anna received both bug fixes and adjustments to certain moves, specifically for heat moves involving three consecutive shots from Lovely Tom, such as 1-2-1-2 or 4-4-4-3-2. The return was deemed excessively high near the wall, so the opponent's behavior on hit and block has been adjusted. Additionally, considering the ongoing balanced direction of reduced chip damage in future updates, the amount of chip damage dealt during weakened state has been reduced accordingly. Let's pick up Anna then. Let's see what Anna got going on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Anna's got going on. Because this is interesting. I definitely don't think that they reduced the chip that much, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll do lovely talk. Okay, block is there. So how do I do the weakened state? I kind of forgot, but let me see this. But I'd have to be in heat, right? Oh, chip. This is how chip damage should be across the board, but I keep forgetting he's in rage. Like, chip shouldn't be so high, man. Yeah, I like chip damage in rage. I'll be honest. Just hit the rocket launcher. I don't know how to. I know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me have a look in here. 1 second. Ah, okay. Is it this? That's not weakest state. There we go. Okay. Whoa. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right, now if I do... Damn, the damage is still high, man. No, that damage is so high. It don't need to be 60. Bro, that's a lot, man. So what if you crouch block it then? Nah, it's still high. It's still high. It's still high. It's still high, man. No sound? Oh, sorry, my bad. Here we go. It's really high. So what happens if I use Heat Smash? Let me see what Heat Smash looks like on block. They have nerf chipped across the board. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does feel slightly manageable. But I still feel like increasing health in general is a lazy approach because there's too much to do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So anyways, now, so they've done that. During Chaos Judgment, free to adjusted their opponent's behavior on the final hit so that it no longer triggers a wall splat. I don't know what that move is. Let me see. Oh, so this don't wall stun no more. That's kind of crazy. Bro, okay. That's kind of mad. I don't know why. That looks like it should, but then they should change Nina as well. You know what? Let me just read the rest of the patch. Anyways, so during Chaos Judgment, okay, cool. Running 3-2 and during Heat running 3-2, adjusted the opponent's behavior on the final hit so that it no longer triggers a wall splat. Yeah, if it's doing 64 damage, I don't think it should wall splat either. During Heat, 1-2, 1-2. During Heat, 4-4-4, 3-2. During Heat and Chaos Judgment, 3-2. In line with overall adjustment policy, changed the move so that it no longer triggers a wall stun when blocked by opponent. Okay, fragile, down. I don't even know what fragile is. Is that the... Okay, that's the... Refresh my memory. When the thing goes purple, right? So that's the state when you use the rocket launcher and then, you know, the chip damage becomes more stronger. So reduce the additional chip damage applied when blocking moves against opponents in a weakened state. During Chaos Judgment, 2-1. Fix an issue where heat dashes could be performed after whiffing in specific situations. I don't know what that is. While rising 1+2, fix the bug where multi-hitting attacks with power crush properties would sometimes fail to be absorbed completely, resulting to the player being hit. Okay, slap reversal. Oh my goodness. I didn't even, you know what's so crazy about this? I didn't even do a video about it because I just felt so embarrassed as a Tekken player, content creator, seeing that this actually went past testing. So I just kind of just like, I've laughed it when I saw it, but I was like, nah, this needs to be patched ASAP. And it looks like it's out. So it's saying slap back 2 on hit, opponent's inputs 2-2. Fix an issue where an action that should have been exclusive to certain characters could unintentionally be performed by all characters. So why don't you just say, fixed an issue where an action should have been exclusive to female characters. So then people that are like casually getting into the game, they understand what does certain characters mean? Like when Anna slaps, it's usually a female characters that can slap back. You need to let people know what this means because they're not going to know what certain characters mean. Fix the bug where unintended moves could be triggered by specific command inputs. Cool. Anna, pleasure time. During pleasure time, 4, change the opponent's behavior on hit to make them stand up facing forward. This change was made because the long period of unrecoverable time allowed for unblockable situations with sidesteps and axis shifting attacks. Adjusted the collision on hit to reduce instances and character swapping positions near walls. All right, cool. Then they got Nani Wagasto, Asuka. I don't even think I need to change to her. We'll just kind of move down and see what's going on. Nani Wagasto running 1+2 and down back 1+2. On accordance with overall balance adjustments, the move no longer induces wall stagger when blocked by opponents. So what does it do then? Let's have a look at that. Wait, so there's no more wall stagger for real? Hold on one second. We have to put that in testing because I want to see what it actually looks like.
Get ready for the next battle.
Casuals don't read these? You'll be surprised. It'll probably be people that can play that are FGC based. If that makes sense. Okay, let's get into the wall. I kind of like I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of like the wall crush animation. I'm not even going to lie. Because it made it feel like a powerful move, if I'm completely honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I do think I did, like, you could have made the frames the same way. I like the wall crush, man. They could have made it the same frames. Like +10 in this wall crush. Wall crush, sorry. It just looks a bit clunky here. Like, look. It just looks a bit clunky. I don't know. Compared to what I think it. I guess. I mean, I don't really care at this point. It's whatever. So, yeah, it's a good change. Okay, so Bryan. They didn't even do the patch notes right. They put it BRIAN. Who is writing these patch notes? I'm joking. In version 2.02, Bryan received a follow-up adjustment to the new move added in Season 2, Neo Grim Reaper. What a name, Neo Grim Reaper. During Snake Eyes while crouching down forward 3. While Neo Grim Reaper offers high reward on hit, it came with very low risk when blocked, despite being a low attack. As a result, the move became extremely useful during Snake Eyes activation or during heat, overshadowing other options. This led to a noticeable reduction on gameplay variety and player individuality. Taking these points into account, we have decided to implement a preemptive adjustment to Bryan's performance as part of a broader balance direction planned for future updates. So, Bryan, during Snake Eyes while crouching down forward 3, aka the Neo Grim Reaper. The opponent's recovery time when blocked has been reduced by 1 frame, and the advantage on block has been changed from -12 to -30. It was -12, was it? Why was it -12? Could you low parry it as well? I don't think you could low parry it. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from -210 to -300. Adjustment so that the counter hit no longer triggers a wall splat. Yeah, I don't understand why it triggered a wall splat in the first place. So yeah, this is good to kind of like, I just want to see what the stuff is, car. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Why did it even? It definitely looked like a bug. Okay, so it can. No wait, I need to change characters. I remember I need to do Bryan versus Bryan. I need to see if you can low parry it. I don't think you can. If you can't still low parry, that's kind of crazy. All right, let's go. Usual stuff. Go to defense. Go to CPU options. Record. All right, pop heat. Full crouch. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, I didn't even say it. My bad. Okay. Pop heat. Oh my lord. Yep. Let's record again. Pop heat. Okay. Jab. There we go. Okay. Boom. You can't low parry. No way. Come on, man. What? Okay. At least you can do that. Oh my gosh. Why is it treated like a heat smash though? I don't. All right, man. You know what? It's none of my business. It is Tekken 8. All right, moving on. During Snake Eyes, full forward 1+2, successful reversal, full forward free hold. In accordance with the overall adjustment policy, Usaga is no longer triggered on block. Okay, fair enough. Claudio's running 1+2. In accordance to the adjustment policy, Usaga is no longer triggered on block. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Clive, in version 2.0.2, Clive received behavior fixes along with a rebalancing of new season 2 move, Staff for Judgment 441 plus 2. Staff, I finished the spelling error. Staff of Judgment had long reach, allowed Clive to maintain offensive pressure even when blocked, and yielded high reward on counter. As a result, it diminished the utility of other moves and led to a reduction of gameplay diversity and individuality. Taking these points into consideration, we have decided to implement a I'm not even going to say that word and try to mess myself up. Adjustment to Clive's performance in line with the broader balancing direction planned for future updates. 441+2 reduce the damage on counter hit from 60 to 50 frames. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 1 frame, and advantage on block has been from +4 to +3. Change the chip damage on block from 6 to 2. During heat, T+3, in accordance with the overall adjustment policy, wall stagger is no longer triggered on block. 1, fix the issue when inputting forward followed by 1 while running would prevent follow-up moves from being executed. Okay, cool. So I guess Devil Jin's one is the full charge thing, so no wall stagger, fair enough. Okay, adjust. Eddy has no wall stagger on during heat 2+3, QCF 4, and up 4-4. Eddy's up forward 3+4. Adjusted opponent's behavior on the first attack hits a downed opponent. This fix addresses an issue where unintended combos were possible against certain characters when hitting a downed opponent. Eddy at the start of the round. So that thing where Eddy can, if you press down forward, Eddy can go forward. That's changed. Down 3, change the opponent's behavior on hit to make them stand up facing forward. This change was made because the long period of unrecoverable time allowed to for unblockable situations with sidesteps and axis shifting attacks. Adjusting the collision on hit to reduce instances of characters swapping positions near walls. Okay, fair enough. So Feng, during heat 2+3, Feng 3 1+2 hold. Oh yeah. So I was wondering what's 3 1+2, but now I know. And then 4 1+2 hold. In accordance with overall adjustment policy, wall stagger is no longer triggered on block. Heihachi's crouch -3, no longer wall stagger. No longer wall stagger. So wait, are they calling it wall stagger? What's the correct name for this? Is it not called wall crush? That's the name they called it in Tekken 7. So now it's called Wall Stagger. I'm getting so confused now. I'm getting so confused. I thought it was called Wall Crush. But now, it wasn't always called Wall Stagger though. I remember doing a video based on season 4 where they introduced this and it was called Wall Crush. And I couldn't stand the name. Hwoarang, down 3+4, change the opponent's behavior on hit to make them stand up facing forward. This change was made because of a long period of unrecoverable time allowed for unblockable situation with side steps and axis shifting attacks. Adjusted collision on hit to reduce instances of characters swapping positions near walls. Okay, so Jack, see what's going on with Jack. In version 2.0.2, Jack 8 received behavior fixes as well as rebalancing to the new season 2 move Make Some Noise, which the community actually made some noise and got the move changed. Make Some Noise could be performed as a follow-up from Jack's close range core move 2-1, allowing him to easily create a highly advantageous situation simply by forcing the opponent to block. This made it difficult to counter, enabling Jack A to apply strong offensive pressure with minimal risk. Additionally, the move proved excessively powerful in terms of both combo damage and chip damage, prompting a need for rebalancing. Taking these factors into account, the preemptive adjustment has been implemented for Jack A to scale back the performance of the move in line with the broader balance policy planned for future updates. So 2-1 up forward 1+2, while crouching down forward 3+4 up forward 1+2. During Gamma Howl up forward 1+2, damage has changed from 30 to 20. The chip damage on block has been changed from 12 to 4. The opponent's recovery time when blocked has been reduced by 3 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from +8 to +5. Oh my. That is high. That is high. Damn. That is really high. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unintended occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you. I think they should get rid of that move. I don't think Jack needs that move, personally. I think they should just really get rid of that move. 2-1 up forward 1+2. Corrected an issue where the third input of the sequence could be executed 5 frames earlier than intended. Jack A during heat up forward 3 fixed an issue in practice where the CPU would not perform certain ukemi after a down hit when set. Corrected a bug where the combo counter incorrectly displayed a continued combo when following up a knockdown with an attack during a timing that could be avoided with the ukemi and should have not resulted into a combo. Okay, so basically you can sidestep Jack. That's the gist of what I'm getting, but I still think they need to get rid of that move. Running free for. Let's see what's going on with this. In version 2, I'm just gonna say in the latest version. In the latest version, Jin received a rebalancing of the Zanshin stance, which was previously enhanced in season 2. Like, before I even continue talking about this patch note, why would you use any type of brain cell to buff Jin when Jin was ridiculous in season 1? Like, why do you need to buff Zanshin? Anyways, let me not go into it. I'm done with giving my thoughts on season 1 and season 2. We're going to get into this. So as a result of the adjustments of version 2, during Zanshin 2 and during Zanshin 4 became major contributors to excessive combo damage. Additionally, the newly introduced 4-4-4 free forward transition into Zanshin in season 2 granted Jin exceptionally strong offense continually near the wall, enabling him to force one-sided pressure on opponents without reprieve. Taking these points into consideration, adjustments to Jin's performance have been implemented ahead of the future updates in line with the overall balancing direction. So, running forward free, hold forward. The timing has been changed from 12 frames +12 to +6, which is still high, but it's not as bad as +12. Yeah. 1 second. I want to have a look at something. want to see. Right, so +6. How fast is these 3+4 from Zanshin? It does look a bit slower. It does look a bit slower. That is a bit slow. Even the transition. Why does he transition so slow like this? Wait. Chat, am I the only one that's going crazy and thinking that it just looks slow in transition? That looks slow. I mean, okay. Whatever you say. It looks kind of slow, though. I guess probably this is to slow down. The thing says the time of the move can be performed after the action has been delayed by 6 frames. Okay, it does look slow. Okay, during Zanshin 2, change damage from 25 to 20. Zanshin 2 is... I don't even know what Zanshin 2 is. $18 frames. That's kind of fast, boy. Okay. Jun Zanshin 4, the opponent's behavior on down hit has been reverted to the pre-version 2 state to prevent follow-up attacks when from connected. I don't know why it spiked down. It didn't make no sense. During Zanshin 3+4, during heat 2+3, 4, no more wall stagger, down forward 2, 4, expanded hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. That's crazy. There's certain things I just think that should have been changed. All right, I think I'm just gonna go through the characters instead of unless there's certain things I need to see, I probably won't be stopping. All right, let's just go through the Jin changes and see what's going on. Version 2.2. Jun received a rebalancing on Izumo stance related moves that were previously strengthened in Season 2. Before Season 2, Jun's Izumo stance had limited effectiveness in breaking standing block, making it a situational and underutilized option. To address this, various enhancements were introduced to version 2. What are you talking about? Underutilized? What? Anyways, however, these changes unintentionally, they said, to address this, various enhancements were introduced in version 2.0. However, these changes unintentionally pushed the stance's strength beyond intended levels, creating balance issues because it was always okay. It was always okay. Key factors contributing to the stance excessive strength. Okay, number 1, starting up a low attack during Izumo 4.4.1 was sped up in version 2, making it nearly impossible to block on reaction and difficult to evade even with side steps, resulting in an overwhelmingly strong move. Sure. The mid attack during Izumo 3 already had a moderate tracking against side steps, and with only a few options, Jun could consistently beat defensive choices with minimal risk. 3. New Season 2 move, Yaku Madachi, during Mirror 1+2, was highly powerful, enabling Jun to force her Izumo offense onto opponents with little counterplay. Due to these factors, Jun was able to repeatedly pressure opponents from Izumo stance in ways that left little room. So I'm trying to prevent myself from sneezing because I've got a bit of a sniffles. So my bad. Due to these factors, Jun was able to repeatedly pressure opponents from Izumo stance in ways that left little room for effective counterplay. In light of overall balance direction, we have implemented early adjustments to tone down her performance. With these changes, our aim is to preserve the core offense strength of Izumo while making it more manageable for opponents to respond, ultimately promoting deeper and more balanced mind games. 50-50s are not balanced mind games, but I can't stress enough of why they think this. It's insane. Anyways, 1 2 1 2 1 2 2, up forward 2, forward 3 2. Reduce the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 2 frames. And the advantage on block has been changed from +6 to +4. During Izumo 3, the downward hitbox of the first attack has been reduced, making it easier to step. During Izumo 4, tracking performance has been reduced, making it easier to sidestep. The startup of the attack has been reduced from 19 to 20 to just 19 frames. So it's not lingering. Like, you know, when it's 19 to 20 frames, usually like the last bit of the move has like a lingering frame. Yeah, it's just strictly 19 now. With the above adjustment, when Jun uses this move from a +4 situation, the opponent can easily evade by sidestepping to the right. Okay. Right, during mirror 1+2. This is the homing move, right? Or is this not the homing move? I feel like this is the homing move. Reduce the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 2 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from +6 to +4 frames. The behavior on counter has been aligned with the normal hits. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I feel like it's the homing one. We'll see. If it is, then that's insane. No, it's not. Okay. How do I do the other one? So this is this. So that's not the move. What is her stance? The mirror stance. I want to learn that still, just so that I'm here. Yeah, I don't know what it doesn't really show here. So this is during Genjitsu. So it's not Genjitsu. I'm sure it is the shift it in 0. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Is it? No, it's Mira, wherever it is. So I keep forgetting. I cannot see it. I wish there was a bit like it just says like stances and stuff and you could just select it, because that would be, oh, okay. 2, back to 1, 2, okay. Twenty frame mid, that's plus on block. That's kind of worrying. Okay. During Izumo 4, expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Cool. Kazuya down for 3, 2, 1 hold. In accordance with the overall adjustment policy, Wall Stagger is no longer triggered on block. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Why would they make it +4? That's a good mid. They really don't you moving, right? It's interesting. Okay, King, 3, 2, 2. The second hit no longer connects as a natural combo after the first hit lands. Cool. The hitbox of the third hit has been reduced, making it harder to connect with opponents on down state. Cool. 3, 2, 2 hold. Reduce the tracking ability on the third hit. Reduce the hitbox on the third hit, making it harder to connect against the opponent on down state. During Jaguar Sprint 3, in accordance to the overall adjustment policy, Wall Stagger is no longer triggered on block. Down back 1+2, 2. Fix an issue where recoverable gauge will not regenerate after a transition to Jaguar Sprint with 3+4 following the heat activation. Okay, then we have approach the opponent during Jaguar step 1+3 and 2+4. So they say fix an issue where transition to Jaguar step with back 1+3 would incorrectly trigger the move with the wrong command. Okay, cool. Okay, Kuma. Well, right, I mean the King changes whatever, and like, I ain't really, it's whatever. Kuma. while rising 1-2 hold max. In accordance, so no wall stagger. During Kuma heat, no wall stagger. First heat's Kuma's heat smash, no wall stagger. During hunting 3+4, during hunting 3+4, absorb an attack. Fix an issue where the opponent's behavior upon activating heat dash during an airborne hit did not match the intended behavior. QCF 2-1. This is an issue where heat dash could not be activated on whiff under certain conditions. Okay, again, Kuma during heat 2+3. Fix the bug where damage scaling and knockback distance were being reset on hit. No, due to this fix, discrepancies between certain sample combos and actual combo damage has been identified. The issue is scheduled to be corrected in a future update. Panda during heat down back to 1+3. Fix an issue where the opponent's ability to act after a hit is delayed by 1 frame longer than intended. I ain't gonna lie, Panda during heat's unbreakable throw is so stupid. It just does not make any logical sense. But hey who, I guess this is the way how they want the game to be. I have no say. Last during dynamic entry 2, changed it from 19 to 17. I just want to say Lars is absolutely stupid in this game. That he's absolutely stupid in this game. But let me see the changes. During silent entry 4, change the damage from 23 to 19, down back to freehold. In accordance with the overall adjustment policy, wall stagger is no longer triggered on block. During limited entry 1, change the damage, change the opponent's behavior on hit, and adjusted the frame advantage from +26 to +4. Whoa. That's rough. That's a big change. Down forward 1-1 down. Fixed an issue where the heat timer would not recover by transitioning into dynamic entry during heat. Running 1. Fixed an issue where the timer would not recover when transitioning into silent entry during heat. Dynamic entry, silent entry, limited entry. Fixed an issue where the remaining time of the heat timer would not recover, depending on timing of input on follow-up move. Down forward 3 down. Fix the issue where down forward 3 down, 1+2 unintentionally caused during dynamic entry 1+2 to a combo after the down forward 3. Is it unintentional though? Was it unintentional? Maybe, I don't know. All right, Law. Law has a bunch of... we're near the end. Listen, I appreciate you lot for sticking around, man. You know, Tekken has been going for a rough ride. But we're nearly there. Law 3+4 during Dragon Charge 4-4. During Dragon Charge 4-4. Perfect input. No more wall stagger. Down forward 3-2-3. During Hitman 1-1-1. Heat dash. Fix the issue where heat dash could not be triggered on whiff under certain conditions. I don't even know what those conditions were, but hey who. During Wait, is that it with Law? Sorry, that's Lee. That's Lee. Down forward 3-2-3. During Hitman 1-1-1-1. Fix the issue. Cool. Leo Fobu 3. In accordance with the overall adjustment policy, wall stagger is no longer triggered on block. During lightning glare, forward 2-4-3 down. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from -120 frames to 240. To address inconsistency in heat timer consumption, when returning to a stand position with during glare 4-2-4-3, the heat timer was reduced by 240 frames, whereas transitioning to Fobu with during lightning glare 4-2-4-3 down only consumes 120 frames. This fix aims at standardize that behavior. Lydia 1+2 hold or during horse 3+4. No more wall stagger. Lily up 1+2 charge to second level. In accordance to overall adjustment policy, no more wall stagger. Nina back slap reversal back to 1 hit. Opponent's inputs 2-2. They have fixed the bug. They said this action was originally intended to perform only by certain characters, aka females characters, but it was unintentionally available to all characters, so it has been fixed. Paul Phoenix, during heat 1+2, charge to second level. QCB, 3, 2, 1, down 1, 2, hold during deep dive, down forward 2, 1. In accordance with overall adjustment policy, wall stagger is no longer triggered on block. Forward 2 during hit from front down forward. Fix the issue where the opponent's recoverable gauge stored was lower than intended when transitioning into deep dive with down forward during the heat activation. Forward 1 plus 2 down forward, forward 1 plus 2 hold down forward. Fix the issue where performing specific inputs after forcing an opponent to block would result to guaranteed follow-ups. Reina, during heat 3, 4, 4, adjusted the issue where specific situations such as near the walls, moves would often with mid-animation. During heat down to 1 plus 2, fix the issue where incorrect damage scaling on airborne hits was causing higher than intended combo damage. All right, now we're moving on to Shaheen. And then we've got Xiaoyu, Yoshi, and Zafina. All right, so Shaheen, during stealth step, down forward 1, 3, fix an issue where heat dash could be triggered on whiff under certain situations. Down 1, change the opponent's behavior on hit, make them stand facing forward. This change was made because long period of unrecoverable time allowed unblockable situations with side steps and axis shifting attacks. Adjusted the collision on hit to reduce instances of characters swapping positions near walls. Xiaoyu's Hypnotist, 2, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4. This is when he takes 3 steps or more. There's no more wall stagger. Yoshimitsu Kinsho for 2, which is when he spins around and does the thing. No more wall stagger. Zafina during scarecrow stance, back 1 plus 2. Change the opponent's behavior on hit to make them stand up facing forward. This change was made because the long period of unrecoverable time allowed unblockable situations and sidesteps and axis shifting attacks. Adjusted the collision on hit to reduce instances where characters swapping positions happen near walls. Now, this is it. Like, there ain't really, they got some other little things as well here about VSync and that. I'm going to be so real with you. It's a step in the right direction. No matter what way you look at it, no matter what you lot think, no matter what you lot say, it's a step in the right direction. They're starting to get things correct. I think there's a lot of changes. The wall crush or wall stagger mechanic, I kind of liked it, to be fair, but I didn't need to be so high. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is this going to make me play Tekken A again? I mean, I'll play Tekken A. I've never ever said that I'm going to boycott it or never play it again. I do believe, though, there are some changes that definitely need to be had. And I think I'll talk about that in a later video. But for now, this is okay. It's, I don't know if it's playable. But what I would say is they are patching stuff more than what they said, because before they said 3 things they were going to patch, and now there's a couple of things. They've increased their health bar, they've changed the throw breaking, a lot of wall staggers don't stagger no more. Like, they're going about it the right way. There are things that need to be changed, of course, but well done, Bandai Namco, well done. Like, we need more changes than this though, because Evo Japan's coming up, and I don't want it to look like a madness at Evo Japan, but again, we'll just have to wait and see what's going on. But yeah, other than that, this is King J signing out with the update video. I wanted to give you the update and how I felt. I feel like it's a good update. Remember to subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the update. I know we're all Tekken fans at the minute. Well, we've been a Tekken fans for a minute, should I say. I know I've been a very big Tekken fan for a very long time. So it is disheartening seeing Tekken go like this at the minute. But, I feel like everyone needs to hang on. I'm still going to play like Fatal 3 and other games like that on this channel. But still, we just need to kind of like see what they can do. I'll be playing and I'll still be making content. So yeah, let me know what you lot think. I want to know honestly what you think about season 2. Like, what things could they change? Was the heat engager good? Was that a good change? Like, throw breaking, was that a good change? Like, do they need to nerf more moves? What moves would you lot nerf? Like, I would nerf Yoshi's charge guard break and a few other moves as well. I just feel like not everyone needs a guard break. I think they should remove the guard break thing altogether. And I feel like even the moves that delete grey health, yeah, I don't know how that feel. I don't know how I feel about those moves, man. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you lot think in the comment section down below, man. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.